If you're an entrepreneur or high performer and you're wondering why you are constantly dealing with burnout, brain fog, total mental overload, this is for you. I'm going to share 4 common reasons why it feels like you're drowning under the pressure of your business and 4 actionable steps to change it today. Hey there, I'm Erica Jones with Elevate.com, where we're helping high performers build unstoppable momentum by weaving wellness and longevity into their daily rhythms. If you're an entrepreneur, you probably started your business to have more time freedom, make a big impact, and be in control of your income. High performers are the same. These are high capacity people that are crushing it in their career or industry, and they often operate like entrepreneurs, taking high accountability and ownership over their growth trajectory and their future. These types, entrepreneurs and high performers, tend to be high achievers, and that brings me to problem number 1. Achievement drives decision making for many high performers. This is because it's a strength of yours and it produces that internal motivation that is very difficult for people to create. It's also a huge vulnerability because a high performer will default to what looks like tangible success versus focusing on areas where the results are more difficult to quantify and the progress is harder to see. As an entrepreneur and high achiever myself, I find it so easy to check things off my list every day. So whether it's following up with my team, checking emails, getting through messages in Slack, it's that dopamine hit of progress made by moving through my checklist. It's tangible, visible progress that I can look at and see. Our businesses are also tied to the vision that we're building. So sometimes we can think that any work on our business is good, even if it's unproductive or unnecessary, like checking Slack or emails 5 times in an hour. Contrast this to investing time into exercising each day. We all know there are major health benefits to regular exercise. Just 20 minutes a day reduces the risk of heart disease by up to 35%, type 2 diabetes by 50%, stroke by 27%, and certain cancers like colon or breast cancer by up to 20 to 30%. But you can't visibly see biomarkers for chronic illness on a daily basis. I can't look into my heart and see if I'm reducing plaque formation by exercise. It's harder to measure the tangible benefits, just like it's hard to see the benefits of closing your laptop and going outside for a walk until you actually do it consistently over time. The drive for achievement for high performers and the affinity to choose business-related tasks where progress is easily measured is one reason why entrepreneurs especially routinely struggle with brain fog, burnout, and constant fatigue. There needs to be space created for taking a break from your business, even if it's in startup mode. If you don't, you're most likely going to build a business that you hate. Number 2, investing your time and attention into other very important areas that will substantially contribute to the success of your company and your quality of life. Things like your personal growth, your health and wellness, family and relationships, financial literacy and stewardship, and even hobbies. The second reason why high performers are in burnout mode and mental overload is because they believe the lie that they have no time for their health. Listen, the truth is that no one does. It's not just you. If you're waiting for a massive opening on your schedule or a season in life where things are easier, it may just be wishful thinking. I used to think this way. We have 4 young kids, multiple businesses, and I'm also a homeschooling mom. For years, I put off adopting a consistent exercise routine because I was having babies and nursing them and building businesses with my husband. Even when my kids got older, I still had this mentality of, well, we're in a busy season. I'll focus on exercise and fitness when things calm down. Guess what? I finally accepted that things are not going to calm down. I won't be riding the waves of endless freedom until my kids are much older or out of the house. And no one is going to gift me or you an extra hour in the day to prioritize my health. So I had to get my butt in gear and make fitness work for me in spite of this. Not making excuses, which I was doing for a long time, about why it wasn't the right time or the right season. It was an overwhelming thought at first, but I started with baby steps. Literally 5 minutes of working out each day and with the only goal of being consistent. I'll link to some simple 5-minute workouts you can use to get started. But eventually I was like, this isn't that bad. I'm actually really enjoying this time focusing on my health and body. Let's do more of this. And I built up to 20 to 30-minute workouts each day. Now it's an effortless habit that I very much look forward to each and every day. It lowers my stress levels. It keeps me feeling energized and healthy, and I love it. It's a direct antidote to the burnout, brain fog, and mental overload that's common with entrepreneurship and building a business. So are there things that you are putting off right now that you know will support your health and wellness that you are not making the time for because you believe the lie that you don't have the time? No one just has the time. The people that want the results create the time. They make the space for it on their calendar. They forego things like watching TV, scrolling social media, or even attending business meetings that are not necessary. You will have to become ruthless about your time if you want to prioritize your health. Because they believe that once their business reaches X, they will invest in their health. Many of the doctors in our coaching business fall prey to this, that once they reach a certain milestone, often financial, they will start prioritizing their health at a higher level because they'll have the money to hire the chef and the personal trainer and all the things. The truth is, they probably won't. You may have seen the show, The Lottery Changed My Life. It's an older show, but there were several other documentaries like this that were created which show how winning the lottery can actually bring bankruptcy and a lot of misfortune to the people that actually win. Why is that? If I'm broke and I win the lottery, why is there so much pain and financial difficulty after the win? Well, it's because the winners never learned financial stewardship. How can they be expected to wisely invest their money and resources when they had no discipline to do so before? The very fact that they were broke before winning could be an indicator of poor financial stewardship. If you have weak financial literacy and poor stewardship and then you win the lottery, you just have a lot more money to waste and steward poorly. It's the same with your health and your wellness. If you think that you're all of a sudden going to turn into the healthiest version of yourself because you've reached $1 million in revenue or $100 million in revenue, it's not necessarily true. The habits that are deployed to achieve that goal, overworking, no boundaries, mental overload, overcommitting, no vacation, on all the time, those are also the habits that you'll think you'll need to sustain the success when you actually get there. If you're used to working 70-hour weeks making $300,000 a year, you'll do the exact same thing making $3 million a year unless you dramatically shift your identity, which is a whole other conversation. And it's a lot easier to make that shift at $300,000 than at $3 million because when your business is smaller, you can be more nimble. You can build it the way that you want to. It's kind of like trying to turn a speedboat versus the Titanic. The longer you wait, the bigger your business gets, the harder it is to make these kind of changes. The other thing you're missing out on by waiting is the compound interest of investing in your health right now. I'm not a financial expert by any means, but I do understand the power of compound interest and consistently investing money, even a small amount, to grow exponential returns over time. It's the same with your health. Your small investments into your well-being over the span of 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and beyond will make you unrecognizable. You can have more energy and vitality the older you get versus what the majority of people experience, which is this slow march of low energy, mental decline, chronic disease, loss of autonomy with every year that passes as they age. The older you get, the less time you have to make an impact on your health. One study I recently reviewed showed that the healthy habits a person commits to in their 40s dramatically improves their health outcomes in their 70s. And the inverse is also true. To the degree that you neglect your health in your younger years, you will negatively impact your outcomes in your 70s and beyond. I'll link to the video on that in the notes. If you've been running hard in your business with extra long work days, chronic high stress, lack of sleep, and burnout, and you know there are alarm bells going off right now, you owe it to yourself to start making changes today because your business and your vision matter. If you're not in great health, that will impact your results and your bottom line. It's also going to impact the reach of your business. I would also guess that you're not working to build wealth and then be in terrible health and unable to enjoy it. So start making a change today, even if it's small. We're now at the final point. High performers struggle with burnout, brain fog, and mental overload because they have no boundaries. Whether it's clients texting and calling all hours of the day or team members that are constantly asking for your input, when you have no boundaries for your business will dominate your life, which means you'll be in a crisis of stress, overwhelm, and exhaustion. To get out of this crazy cycle is to establish healthy boundaries for your business. Think of it like a child. You want to pour into it. You want to nurture it and help it grow. But if you allow it to have free reign with no structure or restraint in place, it will dominate you. It will run your life. And anyone that has parented a toddler knows that I'm speaking facts right now. You have to put your business in its place. You started your business for a purpose, yes, to have impact, yes, to build a vision, yes, to fill a big need in the marketplace. But I'm guessing that you don't want to do that at the expense of your health, your relationships, and the dream that you want to create for yourself. But if you are intentional, that is exactly what will happen. You have to decide, what are the boundaries that you're creating for your business? For us, I have no interest in building $1 billion business if it means I have to put the things that I value most on the altar. What are you unwilling to sacrifice for your business? Where are the points of frustration in your business that prevent you from creating boundaries? Is it that you're the bottleneck for all the decisions? If so, is there a point person that you can delegate certain decision making to? Or maybe a framework that you can create to help your team make decisions and move forward without your input on everything? Or do you have a mindset that you have to do everything and you're resistant to delegating and empowering your people? I can relate to that. It's a common issue for perfectionists, but it will massively stunt your growth. So let's summarize everything. There are 4 ways to get out of the cycle of burnout, stress, and mental overload. 1, aim to invest your time in healthy decisions that don't always have quantifiable results. Your personal growth, your health and wellness, your family and relationships, financial literacy and stewardship, hobbies, to name a few. Number 2, stop believing the lie that you have no time for your health and start prioritizing it, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Number 3, stop believing the lie that you're going to start making time for your health when you reach a certain milestone, and start now. The longer you wait, the more you miss out on the compounding effect of consistent health practices over time. Number 4 is start setting boundaries in your business. Identify an area of frustration and come up with a creative solution and resolve it by delegating, setting boundaries, building a framework for your team, etc. Creating boundaries in your business is a way to reclaim your life and get out of the rut of mental overload, burnout, and exhaustion. If you want a simple way to start building health habits into your day, check out my 5-minute daily detox for burned out entrepreneurs in the links below. Until next time, take care of yourself and make time for what matters.